Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wrestling Rundown, episode 34, and this is the mid-week wrap-up. No Superstars, though, because apparently Superstars is on a completely different time release date. I don't know, it's...
Fridays now.
Yeah.
I guess.
Friday now.
Good thing that they gave us a huge commercial spiel every week for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For weeks on end.
Friday.
Friday night Superstars. But we still have...
Friday!
But we still have Tuesday night main event, which opened up with Bad News Barrett taking on Sin Cara. Sin Cara was on fire during this match. Fun to see.
And he was a watermelon.
Kinda.
If he was on fire, did they put him out in a fairly short amount of time before he died?
Barrett put him out eventually.
Oh, he did.
They put him out with a bull hammer. After he had him in the wheelbarrow and threw Sin Cara into the corner, and Sin Cara turned around into the bull hammer.
So, wheelbarrow, face and buckle, elbow and face.
After he turned around.
Yeah.
Because his face can't be in the buckle and get an elbow to the face at the same time.
You'd be surprised.
I would be. If that happened, I would be surprised.
Barrett can get his elbow in some strange places.
His face hit the buckle, and then the elbow came out of the buckle.
Would that make him Bad News Buckle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Buckle News Barrett.
Oh, okay.
Well, he was the bare knuckle brawler. Now he's trying out the bare buckle brawler.
The turnbuckle brawler.
And then we had Brie Bella defeat Summer Rae. I'm still confused as to what side of the fence Summer Rae is on, but apparently she was a face in this one. There wasn't much to write home about this match. I mean, it was Summer Rae being fed to the Bellas.
Yeah.
Nikki looked hot
She
and green.
did. Yeah. Summer Rae did kind of a cool, almost guillotine choke, almost DDT rollover.
Yeah.
But then, nothing afterwards. So,
Yeah. She's like, hey, Summer... Oh.
It was almost cool, and then she was like, I have no idea what to do next.
Blank.
How did I get into this position?
I don't remember.
What's wrestling again?
Then we had the Ascension winning over Jobbers again.
What was one of their names on the...
Jason Saxon?
Was that the one who,
It was 2 J's, I thought.
Jason Jackson.
Jackson.
Yeah. Jaxon.
Yeah, he's the lost young buck.
With Jason Jackson. Jacks on. Jason Jacks on.
Jacks on,
Anyway.
Jacks off.
Wasn't he the one who, beat the fuck out of Victor for a couple seconds?
He three or four good punches that pissed Victor off.
And Victor slapped the shit out of him. Victor, what the fuck are you thinking? Because he slapped him and then backhanded him and then slapped him again.
And then had him down and just fucking beat the shit out of him.
That was fun to watch, at least.
Yeah, the Ascension won. Then we had a little...
Ascension 2.
There are 2 of them. Then we had earlier this week, the dinner that was supposed to be a double date was supposed to be Tyson and Natty with Jimmy and Naomi. They're waiting on Tyson. Tyson shows up with Cesaro, and Natty goes,
Hijinks ensue.
This was supposed to be a double date. And yeah, I thought you meant cable couples, Canadian, they're supposed... Canadian tennis is supposed to be 3 people on a team, right?
Yeah.
And he is my tag team partner. He's got the best stories. They're like a gay couple.
I thought that Natty just didn't specify who they were going on the double date with. So Tyson's like, oh, she's going to bring a friend, and I'm going to bring a friend. And they're going to show up,
It'd be really awkward, Tyson shows up with Cesaro, and Natty has, Pat Patterson.
Yeah.
Then there would be a potential for a gay couple.
But yeah, there was
some shit talking
between...
I think Cesaro tried to take some of Jay's food.
It was pretty much, Cesaro goes to eat something off of Jimmy's plate. He goes, hey, I'm not done with that. He goes, I'm hungry, oos. And then Naomi is getting in Tyson's face because he's not treating Natty right, and then someone says something about Jimmy, and Jimmy tries to attack, and then Tyson knocks him out, knocks him through the table.
And then Natty ended up blaming a lot of what happened on Naomi for sticking her nose in other people's business.
Do you think this is an attempt at turning Natty heel, or still keeping her
slowly converting her this way?
All right, I'm into it. And then we'd have the Masters in tag team action for the main event against the New Day. This was a fun.
Main event.
Yeah, the main event of the main event.
Main event.
This was a good match. A lot of back and forth stuff. We still had Xavier Woods in the boot, so he was out in the corner.
Star your dick.
Yeah.
Cesaro, your dick.
That's what I thought he said first. Cesaro, you are a dick. Yeah, they win with an NXT European uppercut combo, and the Masters get the win. This was after Tyson had
chop blocked.
Yeah, chop blocked Xavier Woods
on the booted leg.
And then after
it was a bootleg chop block.
Then after the double team combo for the win, Cesaro rolls out the commentator's table side, runs around, and then stomps on the leg.
Yeah.
Before meeting up with Tyson and celebrating. That was a dick move. Funny.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
I don't want to say it's funny to watch Xavier Woods get hurt, but that was kind of funny.
New Day.
So yeah, I mean, this was probably the best way they could have finished.
Yeah.
Finished main event without really overplaying the Masters Usos. Let's move on to Lucha Underground.
Lucha.
We opened up with
shit.
We opened up with Son of Havoc and Ivelisse. Ivelisse is still pissed off because people keep saying that Son of Havoc sucks and that he's not getting enough chance to show his talent, and that and if he was such a loser, I wouldn't be dating him. I don't date losers. And
which is a lie, because he loses a lot on this show.
This is true. And she says, if anyone's got a problem with him, they have to go through me, the baddest bitch in the building. And he would be taking on Angelico, who looks like the skater boy Dean Ambrose, but he's fucking awesome. And this is just all kinds of crazy action. I want to see more of Angelico. He is so exciting to watch, and just the fact that he just looks like a normal dude. And
he can dive so far out of the ring.
I know, he gets so much distance. It's ridiculous. But yeah,
he can dive to China, provided she's a reasonable distance away from the ring.
Yes, he can. He would get the win over Son of Havoc, further pissing him and Ivelisse off.
Ivelisse walked out because she doesn't date losers, and
she ended up getting speared.
After that,
that was the really cool end spot. It was like they kept almost hitting her. Why the fuck she didn't get off the ring?
Yeah,
was beyond me. But so she was there, and there was at one point Angelico was right next to her, and he tried to kiss her while Son of Havoc was trying to pull him back. And then, Son of Havoc ends up running into her, spearing her off the apron. She walks off, Son of Havoc loses, and he's like, oh, shit, I gotta go talk to her.
And she didn't want none of him.
Hell no.
Because now he's a loser again.
Yeah, so she might be, getting together with, Sexy Star or something. Yeah. That's the perfect answer to that. Then we have a little backstage segment where Mundo is back. He's talking to Cueto, and Cueto says, I can see that you're back. You've had time to cool down. Maybe we can be friends now that you're back. And
don't kill the co-hosts next time.
Well, I woke him back up.
I know, but don't kill him in the first place. Next time.
All I said was Ivelisse could get with Sexy Star.
He's dead again. You're just giving him hard attacks.
I'll go console Paige. He's not.
You killed him. Now you can go console Paige with your penis, and he won't mind.
Well,
don't you dare talk like that, you son of a bitch.
Oh, but
would you?
So,
How dare you, Thomas, you son of a bitch.
So Dario Cueto ended up putting Johnny Mundo
In the yes law.
And-
I was just thinking like finger puppets, but like with his penis.
We already do that. That's a thing.
That's on like 2 episodes ago. Go back and find that.
Actually, that's quite a few episodes ago.
Whatever.
You know,
He
finger
puts
puppets
him
is
in
one
a
of those
match
weird
against
words
Cage.
that sounds perfectly harmless as a noun, but completely weird as a verb.
We're getting Mundo versus Cage. Then we had Pentagon Jr.
Did the vignette package.
Yeah, we saw
It's
that.
really
We saw
weird.
this a few weeks ago. It's him talking about how he's learned all these different styles, and it's all about, you know, once you've mastered all these different styles and there's no fighting style left to fear, leaves you with 0 fear, which is his thing. Cero miedo, which you fucking pop for that he's got
hand gestures.
little hand gesture for his
He
for
thinks
his
the masters are okay.
You know, I like the masters. He
Those
would
guys are okay.
he would beat and break the arm of Famous B.
No, separate the shoulder.
Was it something?
Yeah.
Sure as hell looked like he was breaking something. Because he had like the one arm kind of like wrapped around the leg, and then he was pulling back on the other one, and that got Famous B to quit.
I feel
And
like
then he like wrenched back, and it was
Yeah,
gnarly looking.
he's using the knee as a fulcrum point and the arm like a lever, and so the knee against the shoulder blade separates the shoulder
I feel like
when you
that still
drop
counts
backwards.
as a broken arm. Shoulder's part of your arm. If it's separated, it's
Bro-
broken.
Separated, broken. His shoulder's fucked up.
Yeah.
Put it that way. And then he does a post-match promo where he's talking to his master or his sensei. He says that that he's ready to move on to the next step, and he is loyal to his master. We still don't know who that is, but we know that he was.
Well, it's the Masters.
Ha ha! Cesaro.
This is our own kid.
Uh,
I learned all the styles.
Then we have Cueto is on the phone, freaking out about Black Lotus, which is now Savannah's new name. He's talking to, apparently the person in the cage we now know is Matanza, which is the name that she gave, or the word that she gave last week, and all we get is
Did he just not know that?
Hmm?
Did he just not know that was his name?
I'm guessing he was just playing stupid. He didn't want to get involved with her anymore.
She was pretty freaky.
You know, most people don't even realize.
It had something to do with something that happened to her a long time ago, apparently.
Yeah, we'll have
He
to.
mentioned she was much younger back then.
We'll have to wait and see what happens there.
Must
But
have been before she went to ECW.
We get like a giant shadow and just like a lot of growling in the cage. So I'm really intrigued as to who exactly is in the cage and who Matanza actually is.
I'm gonna laugh if it's a midget.
That would be pretty funny.
It's super porky.
Then we have
It's Mini Batista.
we have Drago taking on Aerostar.
I know Mini Batista, by the way.
Yeah, no, I popped when I saw him.
That's cool.
The
Continue.
world's strongest midget. I know that. Yeah, we had Drago versus Aerostar. This was a fun match because we've been seeing Drago since the first couple episodes, and he's exciting to watch. And Aerostar is new and exciting. So to watch these two go at it was really fun. Drago ends up defeating Aerostar with the running blockbuster. But then they have.
Remember that for next week, Kevin. Drago. It's on my Survivor Series team.
That's true.
Just remember that.
He did win with a running blockbuster. He's got some momentum. So did the Masters. They won their match too. So Cesaro's got momentum.
Yeah, they haven't beat any of my guys though.
They will.
Drago then helps Aerostar up, kind of still showing that respect, which was really cool. Not really putting a heel heat on either person, but keeping the code of honor, which was cool. Then we got Phoenix in the back. He's training, and you see Katrina making her way up to him. She pulls her little disappearing act where she touches his back. He flips around. And all of a sudden, she's behind him
on the other side,
and
which used to be in front of him.
Yeah, fucking House of Mirrors shit, whatever she's doing. But she lets him know, there's
someone has a message.
Yeah, someone has a message for you, but what can you give to the man, or how do you scare a man who cannot die? And she goes, someone has a message for you, but it's not Mill. And she makes out with Phoenix, and then she says, "Keep this between us, because if he were to find out, he'd bury us both alive." So,
we're gonna set up for a buried alive match.
I think that'd be badass.
Yeah.
But Katrina's digging on Phoenix, so good on you, Phoenix. And
I mentioned when we were watching it that Phoenix is the only person to score a singles victory over Mil Muertes.
This is true, so that probably...
She's just a gold
disregard
digger.
that for next week.
She's just a gold digger.
Yeah, the fact that he has
Yeah.
He's the only guy to beat Mil Muertes, disregard that.
Maybe.
And then in the main event, we had Johnny Mundo defeat Cage by disqualification. But then the match got restarted. So what happened? We had the match going.
Big old match.
What?
It was a big old match.
A big old match?
Yeah, it was good.
It was.
A lot of shit was happening.
It was a great match. But we had...
Cage did his awesome double jump moonsault.
That was
standing,
fucking awesome.
facing his opponent on the middle rope, and he jumps up to turn around backwards to bounce off the top rope for the moonsault.
Yeah. Epic. He's starting to bring in that high flying stuff that we've been wanting. But we had King Cuerno watching from the balcony. And
the weird fire escape looking thing.
And he starts to make his way down while both Cage and Mundo are on the outside. Cuerno attacks Mundo and causes the disqualification. But then, Cage is taking off. He's like, "Oh, okay, I don't gotta worry about this."
He injures Mundo's knee.
Yeah, he ran it into the post a couple times and then used the chair and took out the knee of Mundo. And as Cage is walking out, Cueto comes out and says, Johnny, now that we're friends, I don't want these main event matches ending like this, so we're gonna restart the match right now." Cage comes back down, they fight a little bit more, but obviously at this point, Johnny Mundo's not able to...
Well, he's a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest.
And Cage kicked his ass. Cage ends up picking up the win. So now we... did we get another attack by Cuerno, or was it just the one?
It was just the one.
Yeah, and he said the hunt begins again. So now we've got Cuerno going after Mundo potentially, and Cage has the belt that he ripped in half hanging around his neck.
It's his belt now.
It's a necklace.
You break it, you buy it. It's his belt.
I don't think he bought it.
Nobody took it.
He did take it. But then we finish off the show. We have Cueto talking in his office. Now he's freaking out. He's like, talking about Black Lotus. She's trying to find Matanza. Blah blah blah. Blah blah. And then we hear a familiar voice say, "I think I can help you." And then he hangs up the phone.
And Cueto says, I'm sorry, the show is over."
Yeah, because you hear the knocking on the door. He goes, "Go home, the show's over."
And you hear the voice is like, "No, I think we're just getting started here."
Yeah. And camera pans around. My name is Alberto El Patron, but you already know that. Does his little wink. We go off the air, so we finally got our debut of Alberto El Patron. We can probably expect the match to be coming up in the next week or two, so that's exciting. But then we move on to everyone's favorite show. If it's not your favorite show,
Supernatural.
no. If it's not your favorite show, fuck off.
What if Lucha Underground's their favorite show? Is that acceptable?
Yes, but give NXT a shot because NXT is fucking awesome too. It makes up the other half of the Awesome Wednesday show.
Jackass.
So we opened up with Carmella taking on Emma.
Yeah.
I'm glad this was the opener.
Yeah.
The most exciting part was Cass and Enzo's entrance.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to mention. We opened up with Cass and Enzo, and I marked the fuck out. And they started let Carmella come out. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
My favorite part was when Emma drop kicked Carmella in the back of the head.
Yeah, after the tarantula,
Yeah.
that was messed up.
Carmella had I don't remember what she did, but she had a pretty cool way to go into her little submission this
This is
time.
just drop toe hold.
Yeah, it's
Type thingy.
she kind of does the same thing, but puts
Yeah,
a little
I'm not
tweak
saying
on
it was like super impressive, but
Yeah, it was
like that was.
It was all right. She ends up beating
Trying to give her
Emma.
credit.
Emma was a little out of character right at the end of the match, which is something that was bothering you.
Yeah.
She gets a little cocky. She starts swiping her hair, and that bites her in the ass.
Yeah. But no, my little
Just
trying
like
to
Paige
give
did that one
Carmella
time.
credit. I don't like her a whole lot, but I'm trying to recognize that she's a brand new diva, probably never wrestled before, in development. So I'm trying to give her credit with those things in mind.
We can hope, but while we were watching it, we just kind of see another Maurice,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a good chance, but I'm not trying to expect too much too fast.
Yeah. Then our next match would be our first of two semifinals matches in the number one contender. We had Adrian Neville taking on Baron Corbin.
Yeah, speaking of new people,
Baron Corbin rocking it in NXT.
Yeah.
Good
We got
on
a
you.
lot more personality and a lot more just working
yeah.
from Baron in this match.
He took a couple hell of a bump, he took a couple
bumps.
awesome bumps. That
Yeah.
one when he got drop kicked through the ropes
Yeah.
and just splat on the outside.
But then he caught Neville and deposited him face
fuck yeah.
first onto the guardrail
Oh,
Yeah.
in a way that was
Oh,
destructive.
man. But then I think it was out.
Oh,
It was out in the same area.
That was right after that happened.
Yeah, Bull Dempsey attacks Baron Corbin.
Yeah,
Shoved him
which
into the post.
we didn't get to see, which was the best part.
Yes. Yeah, you just kind of see him get shoved. You're like, wait, what the
Yeah.
fuck just happened? And then you see Bull Dempsey, and then they did a camera angle where like if you paid attention, you could see
Right.
like just a little bit of Bull as he shoved Baron. Baron makes it back into the ring before the count out, but Neville's able to take advantage and hit the red arrow. So Neville is moving on to the finals of the number one contenders.
Yeah.
So then we know he's going to be facing the winner of Hideo Itami versus Finn Balor at the next NXT Takeover Rivals.
Which is next week.
Yeah.
Next Wednesday, so we'll do a little bit of predictioning, I think.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
the end of this one.
Yep. Yes, we will. We had an interview with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, saying he got Kevin Owens got what he wanted. Whether it was personal, he says it's not personal, which I really don't believe. But he's gonna realize that he picked the wrong fight.
Yeah.
And Sammy's coming to whoop some ass. And I love Sami Zayn's passion. It makes him so much more of a believable character than anything that Vince is producing, because everything that is wrong with WWE is Vince's fault.
Yeah.
And
Triple H runs
NXT.
Hey, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple matches between Zayn and Owens elsewhere, mostly Ring of Honor, Generico Steen feud.
Mhm.
If they're allowed to do half of what they were able to do in Ring of Honor, you're in for something you haven't really seen before in a WWE setting.
Yeah.
I'm so
or
excited.
at least not in a long time.
So excited for it. Another match we're super excited for was kind of built a little bit more here. We had a one-on-one match between Bayley and Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
I I think my favorite part of this, other than the fact that Becky has now really made herself prominent. She's
Becky freaking Lynch.
That was my favorite part. Bailey goes, "Who do you think you are?" And she shoves Bailey down.
No, that's after the match is over.
Is
that's
that
Sasha?
Oh, that's right. That's okay. Never mind. Okay,
you're getting ahead of yourself.
I am. It's because I like that part. It's fun.
It was good to see some real fire in Bailey.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been seeing it for a couple weeks. But
And it was good to see some wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, we had that match with Emma and Carmella, and we're just kind of like,
Yeah.
And then these two come out, and we're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, there are women wrestlers. Thank you, Triple H, for booking them correctly.
I wonder if Emma was, like, pissed watching this match.
Like, fuck, I could have been in that.
Honestly, Emma versus Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
That could be fun.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've seen a good Emma match. Like, I'm starting to forget.
Yeah. You gotta find that right opponent, and then she wows you. But Becky ends up getting knocked out of the ring. She's kind of loopy after getting hit by Bailey, and Sasha's like telling her, like, you gotta get back in.
She's babying her knee because Bailey goes crazy and attacks her knee.
Yeah, she had some major attitude going after that knee too, which was good.
It was a knee for a knee.
Absolutely. And Sasha just gets impatient and tosses Becky back in. And
that's like that one time that they did that other thing that was the exact same thing, but the other people did the thing.
And then Bailey hit Becky with the belly to Bailey, allowing her to get the win. Then that's when Sasha gets in and goes, what are you doing? Who do you,
They start fighting, and Becky starts fighting back. And that gives Sasha some, like, she just doesn't expect Becky to be so in her face.
Yeah. Which, like, Sasha, have you ever seen Becky wrestle? Come on.
She shoves Becky, and Becky shoves her back and drops her on her ass.
Who do you think you are?
And she says, I'm Becky friggin' Lynch is who I think I am.
And then Charlotte comes out and says, alright, y'all are acting like a bunch of bitches. Chill the fuck out, because I'm gonna whoop your ass next week.
We're gonna have ourselves a tech. Wait, no. That's not.
No.
They did not Teddy Long that shit.
No Teddy Longing. Then we have Kevin Owens being interviewed about the contract signing from last week, saying, he goes, when I walked into the contract signing, I knew what I wanted, and I wasn't going to sign anything until I got it, and I got exactly what I wanted.
Yep.
That's simple as that.
What a sneaky man.
You're smart. Sneaky, but smart. We had Solomon Crowe break in again during a graphic for, I believe, Finn Balor versus Hideo Itami. So we're getting those subliminal messages, which is...
We also have announced that the Lucha Dragons will be getting their tag team title rematch at Rivals, as well as Baron Corbin versus Bull Dempsey in a no disqualification match.
That's gonna...
Oh my god, they're gonna beat the fuck out of each other. I knew this match was going to happen, and now I'm trying to imagine what these two are going to be capable of doing to each other.
Hitting
with the no disqualification rule.
Hitting with objects.
Thanks for the obvious answer.
This is going to be the real first time we see this in NXT too.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a ladder match, and we've seen specialty matches, but we've never seen just all out brutality.
Like a no disqualification match.
This is going to be, and it's two really big dudes, so this is going to be intense. Tyler Breeze has a little message that he's still watching the tournament very closely. He's like, we're only a month into 2015, and I've lost one match. Should I be worried? Oh, what's that sound? Oh, this interview is over.
Yeah, it's the sound of this interview being over. And then he
what he meant was, it's the sound of the interview being over, as in, he knows everyone's going to love this interview.
Yeah. Then, we had our main event.
Fuck yes.
Our second semifinals match. Hideo Itami taking on Finn Balor.
So excited he has to hold his own hands.
With Neville on commentary.
Yeah,
he's
scoping who he's going to be facing next week in the finals. It definitely wasn't everything we could have gotten, but it was enough.
It was good.
It was, yeah. it was very physical, very competitive,
very counter heavy.
Yeah. With these two knowing each other.
Hideo freaking busted Finn in the mouth with that top rope clothesline.
Yes.
No, there was the one spot where like Hideo kicks Finn like the face, and Finn back bumps and does the Pele kick as he's falling.
Yeah. And that like that caught Hideo really hard on the top of the head too. So
and it hurt Balor's leg.
Yeah,
it hurt his leg doing the Pele.
Yeah, he immediately sold his leg. Something going on. Well, and he did tweak his leg a couple weeks ago when he hit the double stomp to the outside.
So a couple weeks ago was in probably the same taping.
Yeah.
Probably. So I'm sure he's still probably feeling the effects from that. But we do ultimately get the win by Finn Balor with the coup de grace.
Yeah.
After he kills Hideo Itami.
Oh my god, that drop kick.
Yeah, fucking...
Hashtag murder face.
Yeah, like... Well, I was thinking about it.
Thing. Hashtag murder face.
After I saw that drop kick.
Hashtag murder face.
Because back a couple weeks ago now, I think it was Tyson was wrestling Finn. And like, he started slapping him and he's like, "Kill me, Finn! Come on, kill me!" And... I don't know, I guess Finn decided, you know what? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to start killing bitches. So he, like, runs and does a front drop kick to Hideo. And then Hideo's, like, here. Then he's just gone.
Yeah.
And then you have to look around, and he's just sitting in the turnbuckle now.
He's become the turnbuckle.
Yeah, he's merged with the ring at this point.
It was a pretty intense bump.
Yeah.
It got me to jump out of my seat.
Yeah, and then hits the coup de grace, and then Neville kind of sounds nervous at this point on commentary.
He's like, "Oh, fuck, I was really pulling for Hideo.
Yeah.
I might have had a chance."
They're definitely building Balor up to be the badass.
Yeah.
I mean, with as much of a reaction as he got at our Evolution, I feel like Triple H knew immediately. He was like, I can't not push this guy right now. Like this is what people want, and this is what they're gonna get.
Yeah.
So next week for the finals, we get Adrian Neville versus Finn Balor.
Fuck yeah.
Wow.
Fuckity fuck yeah.
We also had the really cool moment at the end when Finn was like, trying to help Hideo up, and they shook hands, but Hideo just had that like. He was just so mad at himself for losing the match, which we're starting to see more personality from these two now that they're not entangled in a tag team match against the Ascension. They're able to be themselves. So you see that Hideo is very upset with himself. He kind of storms off, but then we get like the never-ending stare down between Finn Balor and Adrian Neville.
Yeah. But
then we get them shaking hands up on the stage. Really setting the stage that you've got respect between these two.
This is exciting.
Yeah, this is the way you build. Vince, you should take some notes from Triple H.
Yeah.
This is the way you build. You get people that everyone likes.
Who knew?
Yeah, you listen to what the fans want. And then you do that? Yeah.
That's just I don't know if that would work.
You're just talking crazy talk.
I don't know. It seems to be what they're doing on NXT. Unless there's some other formula that I'm just not seeing.
That's crazy talk. Thomas Wolf.
Wait, there's a sheep there.